On to all of my Sagittarius. So you have the Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Magician, and the Nine of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you is I'm seeing how some of you Sagittarius are, obviously, you're a little bit more open to talk to somebody, as you know, more than you were a few weeks ago or a few days ago, a week and a half ago. It's just that the only thing that you Sagittarius seem to be missing is to allow yourself to let someone get to know you. I'm seeing that some of you Sagittarius are a little bit guarded more than what it is that you need to be. The Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, right? The Eight of Pentacles. You know, someone definitely being interested in speaking to you. But you may just be scarce around them. And what I mean when I say scarce is just leaving them by themselves. You know, the person tries to flirt with you. The person tries to say, hey, you know, I want to hang out. Some of you Sagittarius may be avoiding that conversation and just like, okay, you know, let's talk. They may even have your number. Hey, let's talk. You know, this person would be like, hey, let's talk for a minute. And you'll be like, nah, I got to go ahead and do something. I got to get back on my grind. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the other. The Two of Swords, again, it speaks to you being closed off, being guarded, right? From others, being guarded from being, or hesitant from being in a new relationship again, being guarded of that type of stuff. And unwilling to let people in to that type of relationship space right now. Wow. Okay, we need to address this so that you Sagittarius don't get messed up in the future. The King of Swords, because again, you do have people who are interested, who are right now, potentially even right now, trying to get to know you. But you Sagittarius right now are just closed off and making yourself very scarce. Like, oh, nah. Like I kind of, you know, every time they inch closer to you, trying to get to know you, you Sagittarius are like, nah, I got to get out of here. Stop doing that. I got to get out of here. Nah, I'm good. Don't do that. The Knight of Swords represents how they want to try. The Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, they want to try to be in a relationship with you, yo. Like, you have people right now trying to call you, trying to hang out, trying to get to know you. But I'm just seeing how you Sagittarius are like, nah, you're making yourself scarce, nose down, nose to the floor. You're not looking at everybody, not looking at anyone in that way. Right now, Ace of Cups, you're just healing. Some of you Sagittarius may have gone back on another break. The Hanged Man is about how you Sagittarius may just still, you know, you still may be blaming your past relationship, still may be blaming yourself, because when you blame people that long, let's face it, you also blame yourself too. You tend to blame yourself. 9 chances out of 10, people who like to blame other people and stuff like this usually are blaming themselves. They're projecting, though. And this is why a clear mind, right, and an organized mind is so good when it comes to being able to make proper decisions. It's due to the fact that, if you're dealing with cognitive dissonance where you have two conflicting ideas, an assumption happens, which is a projection, because you're trying to make two conflicting ideas that you don't necessarily have a good enough understanding on make sense. So when you speak, you say something, right? This is where projections come from. So when you speak, you say something that is unclear to you, because you're essentially making a guesstimation. You're estimating what's going on, even though the estimation is usually wrong. Not with you, with anyone, right? Just in general, the estimation is usually wrong, but that's the type of situation that we have. So we have ourselves that type of situation, right? This is where projections come from. And the thing is that so you, Sagittarius, in order for you to not project and get at people and be disrespectful and scapegoat people, you're right now working through some emotional baggage that a lot of you have, so that you don't have to talk to people like you would to somebody who did something truly disrespectful and wrong to you, right? Unfair to you. So I'm seeing that a lot of you Sagittarius are doing the responsible thing, and a lot of you Sagittarius overall are just remaining to be by yourselves, as far as not try to be in a relationship, which is very good, because it means that a lot of you Sagittarius are actually growing up. Because one of the worst things in the world is to be hurt from someone, be in a relationship, right? Try to be in a relationship with someone immediately, and the person is new, and then bring all your baggage into it with them, and then now all of a sudden you're blaming them for stuff they never even said and did. The Magician and the Nine of Swords now represents, as a result, you Sagittarius are taking responsibility for this, full responsibility for your part, not full responsibility. And I have to explain it like this because I don't want people to be emotional and start making projections. Anyone in general. So I have to clarify myself. That's why sometimes people ask me, well, why do you take so much time to clarify? Because emotions and language are two different things. You understand? They're the same but different. People can be emotional and don't understand what you mean, and then here comes the projections. What I meant by that is you Sagittarius are learning to grow up in a way where you're not going to bring in your baggage towards someone else and treat them like trash just because of the trauma that you've experienced. You Sagittarius want to and strive to, and the next goal or the point is for you to get over your baggage. Okay? Now, with that being said, this is the situation that you are having. Okay? This is the situation that you're having. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which it has all of my social media outlets and ways in which you can financially support me, from the books that I have that are on Amazon, my Instagram page, right? Send me a follow from there. My clothing store, as well as for my private tarot readings. Click on it where it says private tarot readings. It'll direct you to my website, in which it has how much time you get for the price, description. It even has a clickable buy now button, which will redirect you to PayPal. And above it has my Cashapp cash tag. And if you need any more help setting up a private tarot reading or any other one of my services, then feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Thanks. But the Magician and the Nine of Swords now represents how, so that's the situation that you Sagittarius are in. You do want to continue to date. It's just that right now, you're not necessarily planning on doing it, because I'm seeing a lot of you Sagittarius are still very much so healing from the trauma and the drama and the dysfunction that you've been through within not just the past month or so, but within the past 6 months to a year or so, just recuperating the amount of damage that a lot of you have been in. So let's clarify some cards. And it's very true for you, Sagittarius, right? It's very true. So let's clarify some cards. So let's clarify the Hanged Man. Uh-oh. You have the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups. These two cards are about how, because you've dated so many people within the past year or so, just trying to get to know people, and just dated so many people just in general. Not that that's dysfunctional. It's just that you have, if you're serious about getting into a successful relationship, you kind of have to date a lot of people, because you don't really build up this foresight unless you have experience. So anyway, the point is that, so dating a lot of these people and just chilling off right now from just kind of being with anybody, because you're, number one, you don't want to pick wrong. Number two, even if you end up picking right, you don't want to bring that baggage into the person that is right? So the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles, again, you're taking the time to actually get off of your own tendencies, your own dysfunctions for yourself. Because every one of us got tendencies. Every one of us has dysfunctions, right? There was a point in time where I was talking about tendencies some years ago, and people kept playing stupid to this. Tendencies. No, what I mean by that, and I've had to explain it a million times, tendencies, meaning the things that you do that that destroy relationships, that you keep playing stupid to, or you keep acting like you don't see them. That's what I mean when I see tendencies. And that if you really want to be in a relationship for real, and you really want to be more successful with just things in general, you gotta destroy the things that is destroying you connecting with other people. You're not going to be able to be in a successful relationship when you cheat on every single last one of your partners. You talk disrespectfully to every one of your last partners. That becomes a tendency. That becomes something that happens to you. That's a habit you do a lot of. But when you pay attention to your tendencies, your habits, and you go, hey, I need to go ahead and actually change this about myself, and you actually do the work, this is where we get real progress from. So a lot of you Sagittarius right now are taking the time to pay attention to some of the things that you've done wrong. Like I said, you're taking into consideration some of the things that I have said to y'all, and just what destroys said relationships that you know that you want. And respectfully, that's exactly what it is I'm talking about, because let me go on record. I love Sagittarius, because Sagittarius a lot of the times have looked out for me. But the only problem is a lot of Sagittarius have rubbed me wrong, because a lot of y'all can be overly competitive. And again, I'm developed spiritually to a point where I'm not gonna compete. I'm not competing with anybody that's on the outside of me. I'm only competing with myself. So to see somebody, regardless of what side they're on, if you catch my drift, to see somebody compete with me and try to like compare themselves to me, and like 1 minute they're there for me, but then when they are around friends, or they think people are looking, like try to like do some super cool stuff, and then want me to be okay with it afterwards. It's like, nah, there's some things that you gotta work on about yourself, because I'm not your enemy, but you'll have one less friend if you don't learn how to check that. And I'm glad that a lot of you Sagittarius are not, like I said, not taking any of the stuff that I'm saying personally, and really seeing that some things that you need to change about yourself. There's things that I need to change about myself, you know? there's some things that I need to change about myself that I am taking care of, that I am going through the process of, and actually seeing results myself, and actually being truthful and taking consideration and taking action on those things. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. So to clarify the Nine of Swords, we have the Devil, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun, right? Don't be in a relationship, like I said before, where you have to worry. What's keeping you is the hope, right? Because the devil represents entrapment as well. But what's keeping you trapped in these types of dysfunctional relationships is the hope that one day, that person who's being dysfunctional will wake up and try to work on their issues, but they're too far caught in their own delusion of who they are themselves, because their ego got them, for them to actually be aware of what's going on. The Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun are about how a lot of you Sagittarius shouldn't even burden yourselves with this, because that's also how it is that you get trapped here too. And I'm glad that a lot of you Sagittarius are not getting trapped with the trap of, you need to help me, or you need to help me, or the sob stories, right? You need to help me become more aware and less afraid to deal with my own personal issues. Nah, that's for them to deal with. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 6,234 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos, because I love y'all.